What's up, y'all? Told you we're gonna go live, whether or not it was working. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Woo, we're live, but I can't monitor anything. I can only see the comments coming up on the screen. My hair, I need a haircut so bad. Good morning, happy Saturday morning live, everybody. What's up? So, Lock Force Assemble, yes. I managed to pull that one off. Just got phone calls. Okay, here's a quandary. We may get cut off here soon. I don't know why. We will be back. They're working on it at this second. However, and aside from not being able to run credit cards, I cannot transfer my phones at night. When we transfer my phones, they go to my shop phone. I've got it set to do not disturb on my phone, but number one, I can't answer shop calls. I can't transfer the phones back to the shop line because the shop line is down because we have no internet. So I'm running this on my phone's LTE network, which is just pretty horrible right now. So hopefully within the next few minutes, I'm monitoring the internet. I will be able to switch over to that and then get Wes or Night Owl to, what's up, Key Man, to post the link to the new video. We'll just have to do a part 1 and part 2. But I'm not gonna not go live because of a stupid thing like internet. That's just ridiculous. So let me make rearrangements here. This was literally last second because I got a phone call from Fuse, or I got a phone call from a customer. Even on Do Not Disturb, I don't know why my phone is still going through. So I don't know if that's gonna mess up the video. I can't pull the phones back because then I won't be getting any calls. And I don't know how to fix that little issue, so never mind, I can't even pull the phones back. Well, if it all of a sudden goes dead on the live, then that means I got a phone call. I can't pull the phones back. Happy Saturday, though. Happy Saturday to everybody. Sorry about that glare up there in the corner. Can't do anything about it because I had to, I can do something about it if you'll give me just a second, please. It's my Yoda chalice. Well, that has been thrown a big old kink in my Saturday morning live plans. And I've actually had this for a while. I just saw it this morning and figured it was time to bring it out. This is my cold drip. And I've discovered the turtle. Actually, I ordered mocha, and I should have ordered more turtles. But the turtle is a good caramelly. This is the turtle version. And I don't know if it's just because it's different from the last one, but I'm hooked on that now. Still like the mocha, but so yeah, I'm sitting here looking at my internet, hoping that the phone doesn't ring because I can't even pull the phones back. And just sitting here, just twiddling my thumbs. We were gonna talk about what were we gonna talk about today? Man, I had last night emailed a bunch of pictures, and I can't even access them now. So I'm gonna kind of scroll back through. Sorry about tapping, y'all. Tap, tap, tap. What's up, y'all? Pap, pap, pap. Hey, Night Owl. Hey, Logan's on YouTube. What's up, Anthony? Tim, was that you? Yep, Tim. Woo, Urban Locksmith. What's up? Gumby, how's it going? Let's see, I can't do this over here. I actually have to do this on the screen. So sorry about this. Starry Lock, what's up? Anthony, is that some of the last new? Yes, well, I had to go to the gas station because he was like out of town. He's got several more employees now, so it's probably blocking the, will not have to come out today. Yeah. It's like being on the internet. Just, I'm surprised that we're doing so well here. So, pow, 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 pow. We're doing well. I'll just keep up with the comments by staring straight at the screen. And we'll go ahead and fix this real quick. So we can move this up here. We can get some semblance of normalcy, right? Some symbol. Hey, you can't see inside there. Secret. There we go. But it's gonna be. I can't get rid of that glare. But I do need to take this off. And it's gonna be very hectic for me if I was probably. Let me go close the door too. It's gonna be very hectic for me if I have to. Oh, you know what? Actually, I just thought about that. Let's go outside. Y'all wanna go outside? We can go check out outside. Come on, let's hold it like this. Let's go outside. We can do that now. We can just move around everywhere we want until my battery goes dead. Oh, hold on though, because it's a little bit bright for my little tender eyes. There we go. Field trip. Field trip. The lock force light at night, yes, it gets protected. All right, let's go outside. Even though there's street protesters down there, so they've been causing a ruckus. They've been causing a ruckus all morning. So anyway, we'll go around the corner here. Can I switch the screen mid-screen? Let's see, can I flip that? Oh, I can flip that. Boom. Yeah, these are the sunglasses that somebody left. And it was funny because they came in a long time ago getting there's down the street there. But they were getting a Keymate just says they could park in our parking place and left a $200 pair of sunglasses. It's a very pretty day out. Hello, people that don't know you're on live. So that's it, outside. Beautiful day, beautiful day. I got a long sleeve shirt on, but it's once the sun's out, it's. I don't want to go outside because of that full. So let's go back in here. We'll go if we're still mobile live in a minute and we hadn't been cut off. We'll go live again. We'll go over here and check this out. Yeah, it's charging up. There's my sub camera not doing anything. So yeah, I'll have to plug all that up real quick when we switch. Even my mobile microphone over here, man, it's getting a good charge, I guess. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of cord swapping real quick if we're able to go live shortly. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put us back up here and we'll just chat for a minute. Hope y'all aren't, there we go. Hope y'all aren't jelly of our weather. I know there's some areas that are still cold and icky. That's crooked, isn't it? Cold and icky. How often are they there? Saturdays is their big day. Yeah, crooked. Saturdays is their big day down there, especially sunny, pretty Saturdays. You know, it's funny. They're never there when it's raining and cold. Well, they are when it's cold sometimes, but there's just people with nothing better to do. I'm gonna go turn that light off in the back because that's no, don't do that. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that light's a little bit. That light's a little bit infuriating. What'd you just say? Boom. Sorry about that. Boom. It's 32. 40 up in New York area. Hey, Denby Locksmiths, what's going on? Pretty good stream. Yeah, it's better than some of the other streams that we've had, I guess. Or what, they're protesters. Yeah. What was I coming back here to get? Oh, the light. Okay, that'll help some. Kill all the ambient light. Quick question, received that package with the gift of fire. Yes, I was going to show that off. Is that you? Yes. Oh, that's the first time I've done that. I know y'all true Zippo collectors hate it, but boom, check it out. In the comments, if anybody can recognize that logo, you win points for points for something, whatever points that we need in the future. You win 5 points if you recognize that logo. The first person to recognize that logo. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty awesome. Wait, focus. This is difficult to actually have. Is that right side up or upside down? Or sideways? Yeah, it's a Zippo. Thank you for that. It's awesome. I actually have, I do sort of collect. Who got 5 lock force points? Nobody yet. Nobody's gotten the 5 lock force points. I actually have I have about 4. I've got a beaten metal. It's just like metal that you beat, beaten metal. And then a brass one that I've cleaned several times. Those brass ones. I've actually I've got a Jack Daniels commemorative one from a while back that's steel sealed in plastic. It's got the plastic over it, which isn't really good long term. I know. Focus better. Why are you so ready orange? Okay. Supposed to be nearing 70 all week. Nobody has gotten the lock force points. Shame on y'all. I guess so. We do now, Gumby. We've got lock force points now. Now that we have a list, we can assign points. What's up, Darcy's Picks? How's it going? Good morning. We're kind of just running on. Now, hope and a prayer right now. Hope and a prayer, as the guy down the street's yelling about. 40. It's what's the temperature? Like 65 today. Yeah, I love Zippos. I don't really love using them. Question: when you rekey, how do you know you're using a different bidding? Duke CC asked that. This is kind of a common question that locksmiths face on the daily, especially when they rekey a lot of residential and a lot of quick set. So let's get straight to the questions. And question number 1 today is, actually that's number 2, but is how do you know? Got the smallest one in the world though. How do you know when how do you determine biddings as you were creating keys? If you have a code machine and you rekey locks and you come up with numbers for future keys. Somebody brings in a key bidding of quickset 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would be absolutely horrible. Don't do that bidding, but it's just some people not on a keyboard. I don't get that. Boom! Right there, smack, right on your head. The only bad thing about the comments is they disappear after a second, so I kind of do have to watch them closely. I don't know, some of you other locksmiths, do y'all just, the numbers just come to Kent, do the either waves? Yes, it's just, as I'm doing setup keys, I'll just come up with numbers off the top of my head. That's all I do. CNF keys right next to each other. If I have, now of course, that's not applying to master key systems or anything like that, obviously. With small master key systems, I've done so many big master key systems. The camera lens is supposed to be right here, so I don't know what'll happen if we turn this upside down, and I don't want to take that chance. Do we have internet? No, we don't have internet. Jeez. Hey, Ronald Williams. So yeah, if I'm doing master keys, like small systems, like 10 changes, you can come up with that off the top of your head. I missed what you said. The aliens instruct me what numbers to use. Hey, Chris, what's up? Go fund me for Jason's internet. No, I pay enough. Well, yeah, that would work. But go fund me for everything, right? No, they are working on it at the moment. We may end up being stuck with this the whole time, because if it goes too long, then do bidding on it. We'll just keep going. A bidding on paper with a quick diagram base. So don't disappear. Oh man, no. Cancel. Shoot. Okay, there we go. Bidding for that manufacturer. Yeah, if I'm just doing setup keys, because sometimes like I'll carry rings of keys, and I'll be like 252 1 2 252 3 2 25, and that is enough of a variance, technically. Usually I'll do them like two numbers off from each other, even though I may be going to a house, 30 miles this way and another house 30 miles that way. There's almost no way that those two people would ever figure out what, their key. And like I have rings of 10 keys. So what I'll do with that, if I'm on site, somebody needs 8 keys, you have 2 keys left over. If the 2 keys left over can be recut, then you recut those and then just start another batch from that number. Or here sometimes I'll just throw them in there because a lot of times we have people just coming in, bringing in locks from wherever, and I'll just throw them as setup keys in there. So to answer the question, you could use it's not a good idea to use any kind of random number. It's about a random number. Key blank unboxing for Keyman's next video, but because there's too many max variances. So what you can do is you could build a master key system. If you have your master key program, you can build a one step or whatever master key system, and then just as you cut them and keep track if you want to. So that's one way to do it. It's up to you. There's several ways to do it. Most of us just absorb the lock force. For generating a small master key system, use a pre-cut out of the bin to use as a master in progress. They said, yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, you can do that too. I've done that before. Just depending on how big the because there's small master key systems. Like in a house, they want their front door different so that they can give it to a housekeeper or whatever, and only have to rekey that door if they ever had to rekey. So technically, that's a master key system. Just ordered the HPC master system on CD so I can understand it better. I think it was Ken. Is it you, Ken, that did the master key system on? I just never got the hang of that. I know I was supposed to review that for you, but that's just one program. I'm not. There's whatever it was based on. Can't remember. Excel, was it Excel based program? Something like that. Excel. I just can't figure. I mean, it looked like a good system. I need to go back on that. I can go back and search my email and looking at that, because we actually need to use Excel for one other thing. Oh, I hate that program so much. Long story short, that question of the day hopefully was answered. You just come up with it. When I'm cutting, 5 or 6 sets of quickset keys, I'll just go 25212, 25234, 25341, and just come up with the numbers. That doesn't mean I'm not going to use them the next time around, but especially with quickset, you have a finite amount of. You love spreadsheets, James. Yeah. I hate that. I hate the new ribbon on the Microsoft. I like the old. I almost never use any of those Microsoft programs. I'm not fond of any of those. But yeah, you can do a lot with it, as Wes said. Quicksets are not many combinations anyway. Yeah, what is it? 5 to the 6th power times squared. We all know how good at math I am, so I'm not going to go any further with that. So the chances of those people is almost none. Right, so, it's not that big of a deal. Now, if you had to, rekey an apartment complex and each one was different, that's when you would want to do something like print out a master key system, make sure all the master violations are out, make sure all the descending cuts are out, and then just cut the keys from there. I got to ship out. Thank you for the thumbs up, Logos YouTube. Have a good one. Appreciate you tuning in to this really weird, crazy live. Like so to see every possible combination has been used somewhere. I mean, yeah, every possible combination is probably. Damn comments. Can't keep them up. What's up, Access Locks? How's it going? So, yeah, as long as if you change one cut, technically, now, of course, that's not a good idea for, say, a master key system, but if you change, I say that, but tons of big master key systems are only off by one cut. But yeah, it's just for regular residential, whatever, office use. If you're using them in an office building, that would be another good example where you want to make sure that you don't have any crosses or changes, and especially when you start fiddling around with master key system, because that can that can cause you grief. You could get all the way through a huge master key system and come to find out one person's key is invariably the submaster or something. So that's why it's a good idea to use a good master key system. Hey, Blind Picker, what's up? Hey, Jesse, what's up? I ordered a Blitz cutter that comes with the code and master key. So you already got the cutter? Did you get? Oh, you got the. That's a nice machine. Sweet. Sweet. The master. I'm surprised it wasn't just an email link. Yeah, I'm not going to the keys. Two houses, same hood. Even on the same street, it's highly unlikely. It's like, what are they gonna do? How often do your neighbors come up to your house and say, "Hey, can I check this key in your lock?" Yeah, that's a good idea to get. Hey, Ryan Peterson, what's up? Oh, too many goes and they use all the chambers. What keyway would you recommend for master keying in Canada? Isn't Wiser big up in Canada? At least Wiser has 9 true depths. Except for the new, I wouldn't recommend it for any. I mean, I say that, but there's not really a Wiser. The Wiser commercial is Falcon. So I know it's slightly different up there in Canada on the Wiser front, but definitely wouldn't be actively selling it. We only sell Wiser to replace broken Wiser. What's up, Secure Tech Locksmith? What's up? I'm glad I'm able to catch that flashing on the screen. 42, you guys on what? Fundamentals. Jerome Andrews, great book. Hudson holds a software hostage to send the product registration card. Ooh, what's up, T. Lewis? How's it going? Good morning. Yale section report keyway. I just started ordering Yale GA cylinders, which we've never really stocked or sold or actively put on storefront doors. I did a storefront door this week. If we were on that real Saturday morning live, I could pop up a picture right here and say, here's what I did this week. This is a storefront door. I could have probably sent them to my iPad and hold it. That's just so amateur. I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to go without. Ha! We're going to go without. We got to see Frank yesterday. If you're not on Twitter, hold on. I got cord issues going on down here. Frank came to visit. He is twice as long as he was before. He is getting to be a not so little Frank. Not so little Frank. And so yeah, I have a bunch of GA keys that were bequeathed to me. Depends on the complexity of the system. Don't go away. Ah, no, dang it. Okay. Restricted. Stirring Yoda's brains. Thinking about part-time locksmithing residential only. Any advice? Duke asked. Duke is interested in getting into the residential side of it. You don't want to run around and unlock cars all day, all night, all holidays. Get with your, try to get involved with like the immediate community around you by getting on like your next door. If you have that website, I've mentioned that before. Obviously business cards and stuff. And I know it's a lot harder, but you're not, the one thing about that though is don't like get on there and spam your business. Just like, hey, this is so-and-so. I mean, you can do it like once, but if you get on there and spam it, you know, you'll get blocked on a lot of sites. Facebook groups are really big now. If you can get in with being recommended and starting out by your neighborhood and then word will spread. Excuse me. I'm not a big Facebook group person. I'm involved with some, but it's mostly only dog rescue. And with that, Frank was, yes, Frank was happy. Oh, and I know the dogs gave us a sniff when we got home. They were like, well, where is he? Why did you leave Frank at the shop? But if you get involved with those groups, sometimes help. Like I said, I'm not an expert on that because I don't even like advertise on them. But if you're part of a neighborhood group, sometimes you're allowed to do that. So just make sure you follow the group rules, please. And do automotive, anything that's fast, easy money, that's done so far. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that that do car unlocking. We used to, and I got so tired of it, and I don't. I'm getting too old for that nonsense. What's up, Black Beacon Patrolman? Hey, Kevin, good morning, happy Saturday. So, still no internet. That will help. And then, like I said, Nextdoor help too. And you know, with locksmithing, no matter what you have on Google, obviously you have to get on Google if you're going to be serious about it. But they do with locksmiths, they do that whole thing where they're like really ticky about it. I had my next door neighbor friend in here talking about it, local Alcoholics Anonymous, and he was asking me about. He does a lot of websites, and he's real big into the optimization and all that. And I kind of explained to him. He was like, "Well, hey, you need to do this for your website. You need to do this." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but locksmiths are completely different. You know, if you've ever gotten approved by Google to be on their website, be on their magic website, then you understand." So he didn't understand that whole process. It's not that easy for locksmiths to do what a cleaners would do, because most cleaners are going to be, clothes cleaners are going to have a location, and that's kind of where the problem comes in with all the scammers, and then the problems with, not saying all, but some of the mobile people. Because it's much easier for a mobile person to not be able to be found, you know. Whereas those like cleaners or any shoe repair are going to always have a static location. Can Wes go over there and illustrate the things? Well, Wes came over after live last week, and we had a Corona beer, and I don't think either one of us came down with anything. Hold on, I'm a little uncomfortable. I'm a little irritated. So I've got this one. We'll do a video. I'm going to do a video about this later because I got to do it. Like, I can get a. Oh yeah, check the local law. That's true. You do have to be careful about that. Thanks for the reminder. Who was that? Harass. So.
Your internet's still down?
Yes, they're working. Yeah, and I'm having to run live off my LTE. He called and said they're working on it downtown somewhere.
Oh wow.
And I'm like steadily watching the internet to see. It should be back any minute right now.
One of our guys, our bartender right now lives in Fondren or Belhaven. He said he's got, he may have AT&T, or he's got Comcast. And he said his was down this morning too. Could be a big problem somewhere. If they're working on downtown, I guess maybe it's a.
Well, my LTE is working because I'm live right now.
Yeah.
So I guess it's maybe somebody EMP'd the city of Jackson.
This is a test run. We'll take a look at it first before
we got to get Jackson first. Well, hopefully it'll be back any minute now because.
Okay, so they called you back there?
They called me back. I opened the ticket at 8:45. Didn't hear back from them from 9:45, and then they said they were working on it. And then at 11 o'clock, I got a call saying that they were downtown possibly working on it. So, yeah, I told them y'all were down too at 8:45 when I opened the ticket. I was like, hey, we're all down.
Yeah.
So if Comcast or AT&T. Maybe we'll find out on the news later. See ya.
Later.
So, yes, not just us affected. Get in this very Yeah, Chris said a good point. You know, there's a lot of issues getting into the business. Yeah, that's our Barrel House neighbor restaurant, because they can't run credit cards. They can run them, but they can't. Costco, Johnny, but it won't go through until the internet comes back up. About 2 Costco's and an Asian crew. My Chinese friends say they saw fights break out just for water. It's getting crazy. Nevada requires bonding and a permit from the sheriff's office. Idaho requires a business license. Jesse mentions yes. Mississippi, we have a license because since I've run into the locksmith, there's a load of mad because they were way overcharging people. So many issues with it. So many issues. See, what's up, Black Dolphin? Hey, thanks for stopping in and saying hey. We're running kind of a weird live, and I'm having to hit y'all in the head, boom, to be able to read comments. So yeah, be careful working, lying on the floor, because it's not good for your back. What'd you just say? Dang it. Because it's good for, oh, well, I do that sometimes too. Actually, I had to do that yesterday when I dropped a screw and I was trying to change my light bulb in my van, and one of the screws fell underneath and I had to lay down, and while I was out laying on the sidewalk, we'll go back outside. It's actually quiet out there. Let's go back outside and see what's going on. Long story short, as you can see in the Lockport comments, it is there's so many issues with it. And it still all boils down to word of mouth. Word of mouth being Facebook groups now, I guess. Like watching a cat batting the camera. Has everyone heard from Dog Night lately? No, I hadn't seen. He never is on live because he's off in Australia. I know they got their fires under control over there, but he's never on live here because time. So yes, it got quieter out here. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. This is let's see what happens here. I need really orientation is locked. Rotate. Okay. It's locked. It says I can't do that. I really need the camera to be on this side, so. Beautiful day. We should walk somewhere, but I don't want to close the shop in case they come in. They may need to come in and mess with the camera. Hold on. I missed that last comment. Let's see what it is. And 3, old man locksmiths tell me I better watch your back because they don't like what I'm doing. Bring it on, man. Well, yeah. What are you doing? Okay. You saw it here first. But yeah, here in Mississippi, we don't have locksmith licensing, but I do have access control licensing. You gotta be, oh, there's a fuse dude right there. Did he just pull up? Hold on, can we make this bigger? That's one way to do a U-turn. Let's see. I think that guy at the far, right past that black, what is that, an Explorer Jeep or something? I know the camera shakes. I want to say that's fuse. We're gonna hang out here for a second to see if that's the internet guy. Yes, we just ran somebody off from our spot by standing out here with the camera. All right, come on, fuse dude. Our hub is up there. Unfortunately, it really pisses me off too. Oh yeah, I want y'all's opinion while we're waiting on dude to come out. So I posted this on Twitter right while I was having a freaking fit over the internet. But now that we have a new roof, we had rebuilt this a long time ago, and I stained it brown. And of course, with leaking, it spotted it. So now that the plants aren't being watered naturally, because it had a downfall right there. Should I paint that or should I restain it? I was thinking I'm going to do one of the two, and I was thinking just pull it out and sand it and restain it. But then I was thinking, well, I could paint it. Of course, we do need a paint job, but we would always stick with this blue just because it's been that way for 30 years, just new paint. So definitely a paint job there. But let me know in the comments, should we go with staining it, kind of the same color? Well, I wasn't really ever thrilled with that, or should we Should we paint it? And if so, what color? Because I hate picking out. Of course, that's going to be Kim's ultimate decision, but I don't know. Can't decide. We definitely have some wildlife growing. Paint would require less work. I wouldn't have to sand it and stain it, and stain looks better on wood. See, that's the problem. It's like, it's, wait a minute. Ah! What was that I just heard? I thought I just heard something out here. This a-hole's been here since like 7 o'clock this morning, and I'm guessing it's one of those a-holes up there. The internet, am I still here? Say something. I just had a phone call come through. Don't do it, girl. Still here. Okay, good. So if I decline the call real quick, it'll be all right. Whoa. What's up, Fred? How's it going? How's it going? We're here. Yes, we're here. We are here. Okay, let me go back on those comments. Boom, boom, Mr. You can always paint it if you don't like it. Thank you for letting me know. What about an off-white color to lighten it up? Yeah, but it'd get so dirty so quick. Deep paint, going to brown, so brown color. Yeah. Paint in the window would peel faster. That's true. It does get a lot of stress heat up there. Set up an internet cam with audio. Watch this spot 24/7. We have to put a big screen or something out there so it'll flash. Hey, get out of my spot. That would be it. That would be a fun use of technology for sure. Sometimes really just like recreational pickers. I fail to understand why that is. I mean, love the window font. That is, what font was that? That's an old, that's been there. That was the original ones that we did. But of course, when they were filming the movie The Help, hey, firefighter, what's up? Has arrived. Firefighter has arrived. I like how you did that. Yeah, we saw that. So our window had to be scraped off. Gray would be a good color. Yeah. They had to clean off all our windows and everything when they were filming the movie The Help. So it had to be redone. But it was redone exactly. They had to take pictures. And Glenn, happy spring ahead. Yes. Was your building a locksmith? So what was the most obscure antique thing? I'm still finding obscure antique things. Mr. Forbes, what's up? Too light, it will show the dirt. Yeah. It's definitely going to have to be a dark color. I mean, it froze. What froze? Polyurethane. Yeah, that's what I didn't do last time. I hate polyurethane. I hate that stuff so bad. Especially since it's like polyurethane it and then sand it with a, 400 grit, and then polyurethane again, and then sand it with a 600 grit, and then do it again, and then use a very super fine steel wool, and to do it correctly. People like Mark's Pens on Twitter, their webs are broken. People that work with wood all the time and mess with stain and stuff like that, I'm just not good doing poly. Or I like the rub-on, I just don't like doing it. And it, like Fred just mentioned, yes, it's Kim's ultimate choice, but we can throw in the fact, I guess we're just not going to have internet for this one, because we still don't have internet. I guess somebody did EMP Jackson. Glue key blanks on it like people do. Oh, in the front window? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. We wanted to do that on the front counter, but we didn't want to deal with people leaving keys on the front counter. Internet got the coronavirus. Does Jason want chocolate pie from The Help? That is the biggest It's kind of the biggest Mississippi joke since that was all filmed in Mississippi. It's the chocolate pie. And if you have ever seen The Help, like that's Mississippi. That was Mississippi then. And of course, I wasn't born then, but it was set in 62, 63. But there are many, many both reminders and very similar, very similar things that go on to this day. Yes, we've had it since '02, and it's been a locksmith for like coming on 40 years now. It's been a locksmith. So the most obscure thing that I found so far, the neatest one maybe, was that Yale Key Machine. I've done a video. Wes will link it right here in the comments on the antique Yale Key Machine. That was pretty interesting. And I need to get back on that because William did a video and another call come through. And the thing says it says I'm live, so we're still live. But the Yale Key Machine was neat, and I've got several other machines back there that I don't even want to mess with that eventually I'll get around to. But the most antique thing, honestly, is stuff that I personally brought in. We there? Spray paint it with blue glitter. Sorry to keep asking you if I'm there, but okay, there we go. Thank you for posting that link, Wes. But actually, the most antique stuff that I have is actually stuff that I've brought down from a hardware store that was downtown that I helped clean out. And we have way more antique stuff that I've saved or rescued from being melted down. So a lot of these antiques and stuff that are in the front of the shop, those were all from a long since closed out decorative hardware business, and tons of parts and stuff. So really, as far as true antique stuff, I brought in way more. I've done, this shop looked nothing like this when we got it. The front looked nothing like that when we got it. It's completely different. If I had pictures, I think a long time ago I showed some pictures. I'd have to run across them again, but I'll have to dig them out one day. Some of the original pictures from back when, and of course, it's kind of hard because back then, you know, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have video cameras, we had radios and we had pagers, and we stopped to use payphones. And we rode dinosaurs to the lockouts because that's how we did it back then. And the only thing we knew about Elishi was some guy in Japan, and we didn't even know him. Anyway, yeah, it was a whole different ballgame back then. Pagers sucked. Stopping to use payphones sucked. Paper maps sucked. No GPS. No pens or pencils. We had to jab our finger and like write, you know, the address to where we were riding our dinosaur. Too heavy use for it on a daily. That machine's underneath my counter, literally right here at my feet. And it'd be nice to put it up there. There's a place called H Ralt. That's H.RALT, and they are on Facebook. And I've visited their place in New Orleans, and it's awesome. They have so much. They put me to shame. This is nothing compared to what they have in their place. Nothing. I mean, it's like don't forget waiting up the hill both ways. Yes. Used your calculator for playing games, you know. But H-Roll Locksmiths, if you're on Facebook, it's a pretty awesome place, and they post pictures of some of their antique stuff all the time. But it's way different when you go in there, and they have windows with cases and cases and cases and cases of padlocks. You would die. Y'all would just die. If anyone has lost audio sync, refresh. Yeah, make sure and refresh because that phone may have messed up. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. I'll have to dig up those pictures and show them again one day. Unbelievable how much stuff they have. Unbelievable how many padlocks they have. Oh, the old Yales and stuff like that. It's kind of believable. I mean, New Orleans is a shipping port, so railroad padlocks and such would be way predominant there. And it's such an old city that it's not surprising. It's beautiful. Makes me want to cry. Here's some old shop stuff. Thank you for posting that. I wish I could see what video that was, but I'm going to assume I'll have to check it out later. Still no internet. Still no internet. But yeah, this antique, this was mailed in. This is going to be a video soon. This is a beauty. It has a, what's that, in something right there. What's up, Doug Hutchison? How's it going? How's it going? In, and then there's like a dot. So I don't know if that's NL or NH. This definitely looks like a scroll in. It's just a single lever with a wheel. This was fairly common thing with these to have a. I don't have a screwdriver up here yet. To have an actual roller wheel instead of a lever. And it was actually pretty wise because. Oh dang! That spring's tight. Because with the rolly wheel, it won't wear down. Won't wear down. Hey Ian, what's up? Yeah, we were rolling with a emergency live today. Emergency live. It's titled Part 1, but it may end up being just the video. Where are we at? We're at 11:47. So I mean, literally by now, if our internet does decide to come back up, I'm not gonna. Ain't no point in switching it midstream. That would just really screw things up. So the customer chose this fella because he really only had 3 of my choices up here. And that makes me out of those. So guess what? I get to order more barrel keys. And I'm going to order more of those, which, you know, they are pretty gaudy. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is how wide it is right there. And now we also have, you probably won't be able to see it. Okay, we can look this way. You can see the warding. It's got a front warding, so I'm going to have to cut a front ward into this key to make that key work after I grind it down. But once I grind it down to fit that and then cut that front ward, it's pretty much done, probably. We'll see. So I got to make 2 of those, and that's going to make me run out of that. So I'm going to have to put a special order in for this, and some more of these because I just like these guys. Those are just cool keys. I want to see if I can get them in brass too. I started off this, my big order, I had 10 of those and I'm already down to 3. So I've gone through a lot of those. These are the smaller barrel style and yeah, they don't go as quick. I try to use those as every opportunity. Customer is do impression barrel keys. I do when I'm on site and they're unlocked out. Was your wife always receptive to the whole YouTube thing, or did she need convincing? She needed, she was just like, she rolled her eyes about it. Ooh, I'm scrolling way back on the comments. Smash that like button. Like that smash button. Thanks for the reminder, Pete. So yes, I do impression via candle smoke method most of the time. But if you're on site, never use your own candle unless you have an unscented one. Even then, it's just not a good idea. And I can almost assure you, if you go to somebody's house to impression a barrel key because they're locked out of a chest, they have a candle somewhere. But you never use, yeah, can't. Oh, you probably didn't catch that. Never use your own scented candle. You don't want to introduce a foreign scent. They may be allergic to it. And going back to Kim, the YouTube channel has changed from what it was. She was just like, what? What? Okay. All right. And then when I started kind of getting goofier, she was just like, eye roll. And yeah, she was never. I'm camera shy. I've always been camera shy. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but I am. And it took a lot of work. If you go back on some of my older videos, you can obviously tell that to get used to doing things like this on video. And she never was. She still doesn't like. Yeah, she just went back. I wish I had a dual screen. So sad. So sad that we don't have a dual screen up. And then I keep wanting to go down here and click. Yeah, polite way to say don't fart when you're at somebody's house. Old National Long Flat Steel ones. I gotta respond to an email if I ever get internet back about a flat steel key that's coming in from somewhere, both for a roll top desk. What part of YouTube do I like? I guess being able to help people. Some of you guys, have been able to benefit from nonsense that I put out. No, that wasn't. Okay, so I just discovered that car that pulled in up there was not fused because it was a little car and it had graphics. It was actually Sandals Beach Resort, a tourist place, because they just drove that way. So no, fuse has not been here. That's our internet. But I like the ability both to be able to go back to see my own videos, like if I'm stuck on something, and like most recently, that Schlage electronic lock. And it's so funny how some of these videos go, I upload these videos and I don't ever expect any of them to get like huge numbers of views. And then I turn around and I'll pull one up and it's like 37,000 views. Where'd that come from? So that's always kind of giggly. But I think the funniest part is, I can never tell you're a camera shy. The best part is like being able to help other people. And some locksmiths are opposed to that. Oh my God, it's freaking YouTube locksmith giving away all our secrets. Thumbs down. But I personally like the ability to just upload a video and go back. Have a look at my first video for a laugh. I know the very first videos I put out was like personal videos just to get it off my phone. I mean, that's a good way. If you have a lot of videos but you don't want to have to store them in the cloud or something, you use YouTube for your cloud. Just keep them all private. So my first groups of videos were all like my dog, stuff like that. So use your blitz with a steel cutter. Yeah, you could do that. I don't know. I've never used my steel cutter for the blitz. I never bought one of those. The Easter eggs. So now YouTube has changed into both LockForce, yes, LockForce, and me trying to keep myself humored while I'm doing somewhat of the tedious task of doing editing and the sucky stuff that's involved with doing videos. File management is a big thing. Man, if the locksmiths around here knew you had a channel, they'd be upset with you. I'd get a visit from the old man. Old man come hobbling in and be like, boom, boom. I wish you could really like block people on YouTube, but you can't block them. You can only block them from commenting. Which brings up one of the topics that I was going to talk about. And I don't know if this person watches my videos or not, but I was on one of my weekly what idiocy is going on with in the world of Reddit locksmithing. There's a dude on there that both posts pics in NSFW forums and is on the way to becoming a locksmith. And yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, God, it's some people don't need to be interacting. It just creeps me out that there's people out there that are like that. So yeah, if you want to become a locksmith, just don't be creepy. Please don't be creepy. Keep your creepy to yourself. I like the way of interacting with a YouTube video in the comments and like, yep, that's one good thing about it. LPP spent 10 hours on his last video. This detainer, Powelton, you love your customer parody videos. Yeah, I'm actually editing one of those right now. But about that quick set lock, but I hadn't finished it. I hadn't decided whether I'm going to put it out or not. Want to message someone about that. You have great concerns about that person, Nathan. Yes. That's like, but there was one on Twitter too. I can't remember dude's name. And for all I know, it may be the same person. They were both up there in the Midwest area. I think the dude on Reddit's Minnesota, and this other one was somewhere around there, Missouri or somewhere around the Great Lakes area. And he was like, we'll load a 10-minute video, 2 days work. I'm glad Jason does his videos, learn new stuff. Yay! Definitely have to put the parody video out. Oh no, Squeaky. I'm holding my hand up here because the phone keeps ringing and the same person keeps calling. And he doesn't understand. I think it's actually my tech. We have internet. That was my tech calling y'all, but we're not gonna kill the feed because we are at 12 o'clock. I mean, that wouldn't make sense for me to do that. But I can pull the phones back so we don't have to worry about that. Hold on. Oh. Wait, let me double check before I do that. Yay! We're back. We're back on the line. Okay, so that solves the problem of the phone calls. Hopefully you don't have to worry about that again. Oh yeah, Tennessee lockpicking. Forgot about those tornado things. You okay up there? You okay up there, Tennessee? Which means if I have internet now, I can do this. Yes. There I am. Thank you, internet. Thank you, fuse.cloud. And all right. Okay, that helps. Now I can see comments over here and I can go back. More importantly, I don't have to hit your face anymore. One last face hit. Boop. Oh wait, I booped the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. I booped the wrong thing. Squeak. Okay, good enough. We're gonna keep on. You can put your phone on Wi-Fi now. Good point. Let me do that real quick. It says you're live. Okay. Did you wash your hands before you poked us? I did wash my hands before I started the live. Love you. Are you in town or out of town this week? Or weekend?
I'm in town.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make the team very funny. I'll bring some Monday.
Monday?
Well, by the time I get to it, you're probably gonna be gone.
Okay, that's fine.
Love you.
I'll starve to death.
You're fine.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, I've been going on a cleaning kick. If I didn't do, okay, hold on. Snowfall warning up north. One last face hit for old time's sake. Usually get results. It didn't do any damage to my stuff, but I had a good friend who grew up. Oh no. Oh no, that's horrible. Dang it, I hope they find her. Putnam County. Man, wow, I'll keep my fingers crossed for that. That just sucks. Hopefully she'll be found okay. Tornadoes are so spooky, y'all. So spooky. They can do some really weird things. I personally have seen the whole pine needle thing. He's not doing so good. Was there a lot of? I didn't know. I hadn't looked recently what the toll was. So yeah, I never really thought it was. I knew it was bad because I saw the airport. Because I've got airplane buddies that post a picture of the small airport that a lot of celebrities use, and I was just like, wow, I didn't realize that it was that bad. But yeah, there was quite a few millions of dollars blown away in the airport. So I can assume that all the houses around there got hit pretty hard too. That sucks. We'll all keep our fingers crossed. We're gonna pass the lock force points onto them and the juju, the lock force juju. But what I was saying is, yes, I went on a cleaning frenzy. Now every day, I'm taking antibacterial wipes and I'm wiping the front counter, the credit card machine, the phone, everything, and the door handle up front. And I'm doing that every day. And well, we did have some locks. Let's go look. Yeah, I'm on a cleaning kick, just to be safe. Let's go over here. I done got scared. Well, I'm doing it more for everybody else's sake too. I'm not so worried about it, but we do have a lot of elderly people that come in. So if you buy 3 keys, you get a pack of rubber gloves for free. And we have the Germex. However, everything's clean. So like I'm wiping down this part because you take your nasty hands and you touch it. The credit card machine, when people dial in their digits, they take in their nasty hands. And I'm keeping track of it right there. I actually didn't do it this morning because I was freaking out over the internet. But obviously, if I wipe this whole thing down, that would, I'm hoping. I just started making a note of it. Yeah. The only thing I got to get up here is a little trash can so that people can throw the dirty things away. But let us see. Speaking of the deadly coronavirus, we had the table out there. I was able to get rid of most of the stuff into my truck, posted on Twitter, and I did have the content ready to show what I've been trying to get over in my truck. But let us take a look at this. Hold on. Let's put this down right here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Will that work? That'll work. Will that work for y'all? Having to make do with archaic live. Thank goodness I can go live straight from YouTube. Hold on. I don't want to use my black ones. I switched to gray, and I don't want to use the. I don't want to use one I've packaged up. So hold on. No, actually, I take that back. I do want to use this black one because I had it in the hospital. So hold up, let me get geared up. What we have this week in the locks that we've lost this week. It'd be nice if I had a little way to do the locks that we've lost this week video. But I don't. We have the old school. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let me get so I can see the comments. We have. Please, for the love of God, Kwikset Corporation, start making these again. There are bar doors that use these. And the new ones are, it froze. What froze? It better not have froze. Hit refresh, everybody. The diameter here. The new ones with the adjustable bolts, too big to go into bar doors. If I had my content, I could show you the picture of that. But I have talked about it before. Anyway, this one was frozen in the locked position. And it just needed lubricant. But I couldn't get... Y'all thought this was the inside, right? Yeah. The latch froze. So, Jason, how do you have two inside mechanisms? I don't, because that's freaking skill right there, buddy. Show us the latch you broke your file on. Thanks for bringing that up, King Street. Dang it. No joy, refresh. Well, this doesn't look like it's saying fine. Let me get that keyway. Oh, yeah. So that's the outside cylinder. Hoo-wee. Nailed it. Nailed it. Because it was somebody who owned the house did not want to go in the house because they knew the people were hoarders. I don't get that. If you know people are trashing your house, man. But she just wanted me to do the outside bar door. So what broke my file is a Schlage deadbolt latch, which I don't have in here. Do I? Not my file, but my medium screwdriver. Okay, imagine this was a Schlage latch, and I took my medium screwdriver in, and I was using it to turn, and I was using my number 2 Phillips and my little small flathead to try to pry it up. Now on a Schlage latch, it's not exposed. This would have been no problem because you just lift it up, and once you were able to push that up, you can then flip it. But with the Schlage, it has got a solid metal over the top right here, and it's, oh man, I'm sorry y'all are freezing up. Hit refresh, hit refresh. You can't see that, but everybody who says hit refresh, thank you for that. But with the Schlage, what had happened was, so there's a lever that turns like this and pulls it back. Well, that lever had fallen down behind, somehow had done that, and it wasn't turning. Anyway, that's what did the number 2 flathead, or the medium flathead. Very common, Wiser, which is quickset. So this is one of those things where I always want to cut them open to find out why. I've never figured it out. And I've done a couple of what's inside videos where I cut it open to see, and it's usually just this like one little tab of metal that's in this section that keeps it from, that just gets bent. And there you go. This is a Adams Wright storefront lock. We have unstandard screws in here. Look at this. Obviously, that's not good at all. Not good at all. I will be able to salvage these and use them for non-Adams Wright. Westlock locks suck. Their old locks suck, and their new locks suck. Their keyway sucks. Everything about Westlock freaking sucks. I couldn't believe it when I first started seeing Westlock get popular with the builders again. Anyway, I'm going to salvage those 2 screws, but this one may have still worked, but it was in this person's best interest to replace that. And I had to use these things because they were missing the plastic brackets that that were gone from the door. These are a little ticky to put in. I showed these in last week's Saturday Morning Live. And then, of course, you have all your screws and stuff that is not used. It was dark bronze, so I used the dark bronze faceplate. And I actually didn't need any of these little caps. So, with builders, it's all, yep, they just want the cheapest thing. One thing we have that's broken that is gonna get tossed away, and the reason why I'm wearing plastic gloves is because all 3 of these were hospital locks, and I wore gloves at the time, changing them out. And I might add, this is not this is a not a hospital where there's like diseases and stuff. This is a physical therapy hospital. So there's much less chance of there being major cooties on here, but with so many people, you never know. Anyway, this was a privacy lock, and I have seen this a number of times. This is a Corbin Russwin or a Dorma, one of the two. They have identical looking locks. So it's either CR, I don't want to say this one is the CR $3,000 and $30 lock. But yes, the button. Boop. We're missing a privacy button. We're about to show that. Yes, we have microvial coatings over there. Now, the ones I put on, I had to replace those two. I don't have microbial coatings, so they just have to deal with it. But I'll show you all that in just a second. This one is not labeled microbial, so it is probably not. But what do them women do to the interior button? What, are they stealing it for something? I don't know how the button came out. If we had the button, we could tell, but we don't. So this is pretty much trash. It's all gonna go in scrap metal. And out of this box, I've got a 2 3/4 passage. I had two. I don't know why I had two passage glasses in here, and I had a 2 3/8 for the actual one. You know, this latch is this latch is a keyed entrance latch for a passage lock. So it may be good, but you know, I'm gonna scrap it all, along with most of the little stuff in here, except for this, because I'm building a dinosaur with these. That's right, a dinosaur. I don't know what else to do with them, so we're gonna build a dinosaur with them. And microbial here. Now these are still good, but they're passage locks, and I believe these are Dorma for sure. I can't scroll back on the comments because I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch the screen. Yeah, this one's definitely Dorma. Grade 1 stuff. Tighten it down, you put your funny little thing in here, and you tighten it the rest of the way, and then tighten it down to your through bolts are right there, and then screw your screws in. This pops in. The only thing I hate about these, it was funny, y'all, it was so hilarious. I was in a, they needed this done, right? Like an emergency, need it done, but they're having a meeting in the room. I was like, okay, but they don't care. It's fine. You go in there and do what you need to do. Well, yeah, I was going to do that anyway. I don't ever care. And most of the time, I've never. The one thing about being a locksmith is, you know, you're sent there by higher powers. So when you're in a large facility, you pretty much kind of get to do what you need to do and be done. Or at least I make my customers. You know, if I'm there, I'm going to be doing what I need to do, regardless of whether there are 50 people in a meeting. Hey, Mike, in, what's up? Trying to go over how to change their passwords and stuff. But it was funny because I was like, I came in, I started doing my thing. A few of them kind of glared at me, but I was just like, whatever. And started switching them out with keyed locks. And I straight up went to the very first one, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to be quiet and just out of, you know, being nice. So this was on the door. I hate these things so much because even though there may be a certain way it goes in, so we have a ridge right here, it never gets put on correctly. So once you get this down on the door, right, boom, perfect. It's touching the wood door. All you have to do to remove it is put a flathead in here and turn. But guess what? That flathead gouges when you turn. The other edge gouges down in the wood of the door. You can tell on a brand new door how many times that lock's been on and off once you get that to come off. But it was funny because I walk in, set my boxes down, I pull the handle off, put my thing in here and went. And everybody stopped and looked at me and I was like, what's up? Didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. So they all chuckled and went on. And where's our microbial? Didn't we have I thought we had a microbial label on these. So anyway, what I'm going to do with these is resell them back to the customer one day when they need to switch out a keyed lock for a passage lock. But in the meantime, I'm going to clean it down, which is why I'm wearing the rubber gloves. And look, another dead latch for a passage lock. Woo-wee, good job, yo. And then the cylinder that came with the lever handle lock. Oh, and here's those screws. Those go in there. So yeah, and the rest of these screws get to go away. Dinosaur. Yeah, screws for the dinosaur. And then the just stuff that you never use. Do y'all ever use these? If you sell LSDA, do y'all drive those in? I don't like doing it because it just adds unnecessary holes. If it's a really heavy use door, like if it's a school, and I really want to, then yeah, I will. But almost always I don't. Oh, here we go. Here's the labeled one. Well, that's a key lock. They already had a key lock on there. Well, I'll be snookered. Well, okay, that's all right. I didn't even notice that when I took it off. I was so busy taking it off, I didn't even notice it. Oops. So they just needed the latch. This latch was on the other door. One of them was missing a latch when I took it off the door, and I guess it was this one. And I guess I really didn't pay attention, but it was a key lock on that door. Oh well. So now I have a key lock that I can sell back to them one day in this funny handle style. Now, of course, LSDA, that's the only problem with the LSDA is the handle style. Oh, my phone, hold on. So yeah, let me put this down. Let me get this off real quick. Okay. Yeah, see, lock and key. We're only open in the store today. We don't have mobile service. We don't have any mobile service today. Thank you. So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and move back to the desk now that we've gone through the locks that we lost this week. Dinosaur. And I'm gonna clean these off. Ooh, that's got, ooh, yuck. Ooh, gross. Yuck. I don't know what that is. It looks like bubble gum or something. But yeah, AM coated, that means anti-microbial coating. So that's actually a fairly nice, expensive filler right there. Even though it's a Dorma. But yeah, the handle shape's different. So some people don't like that. I really didn't give them that much of a choice. But you can see LSDA. I wish LSDA had an option that looked like that, but they didn't. They don't. So they just get regular locks in its stead, and I've got 2 cylinders there. So well, there we go. The locks we've lost this week. Those are all going to one customer. Supposed to have gone Friday, but they didn't. All right, let me go back over here to the desk now that we're done with that. We're probably going to wrap this up, even though most of our lives have gone for 2 hours recently. Need to let me put my camera back. So what time is it? 12:20. We're probably going to go short today. Because the matter... We're out of coffee. I started to cough, cover my mouth with my hand, then I realized that I may have infected myself, that I shouldn't be touching my mouth with my hand. So I was like trying to hold my cough back. You're not supposed to cough into your clothes either, because then it's like a breeding ground. we need, where's my mask? Where's my mask? I already feel sick. I feel a strap wrench. What are they? I feel a little itchy in the throat now. So yes, I'm gonna do that, and I'll be able to use those for something else one day. Ugh. All right, let me go back on the comments here just a second. Antsy Strike Dinosaur, yes. I don't know what dinosaur it's going to be yet. We'll have to make it up as we go. Why are we talking about strap wrenches? Oh, for taking that out. Yeah, that's a good idea. I've thought about that, but I don't want to have to carry another wrench. Sloan strap wrench. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check it out. It may be good to use. That's a good idea. Thank you, Lockforce. It's like just what Nathan said. It's a whatever you have at the time. Actually, on my keys, I actually have a little wide. And most of the time, I'm able to get up under there and pop it without any damage to the door. So, yeah, that's a good idea. Strap wrench. Great idea, Lockforce. Great idea. Rose caps. Yeah. All right, firefighter will make a video when the live feed ends. Thank you. Everybody go check out Firefighter's channel. Actually, I need to do that myself. I'll do that when the live ends, I'll do that myself. Hopefully this weekend, Night Owl, new camera. Okay, good. Cut resistance. Yeah, I could do that too with these, with this master. Well, I could do that. I thought about it. Oh, y'all, did y'all see the, hold on, let me show you this. Show you another nailed it. Nailed it. Mostly nailed it. Mostly nailed it. Honestly, these things are pretty dang hard to get apart if you can't do anything else. That took a minute with a chop saw and then a hacksaw, but I did nail it. I nailed it at an angle. I don't know why I kept going at an angle, but yeah, I hit the head and was able to cut the head right off. The problem is with the key and knob cylinder, the cylinder goes through, the Bible goes through the top, and the only retainers back here, whereas with American padlocks, if you just grind the front, you can, pop it out. Not like this, because if you try to drill through, you're going to drill through the head of the cylinder, and you don't want to do that with the Asa cylinder. But actually, I do have this too. So this, and then we had this failure. And then we have this failure. Now this is the new one. Doesn't look new, but it's new. And then I have several of these. So yeah, I could do that. But I'm not gonna do that. I don't think that's gonna be one of my videos. Got my hands dirty. I don't know where those padlock shackles have been. Hey Chaz, what's up? Oh, grocery shopping. Did you get plenty of hand sanitizer and hand wipes? And alcohol? Whatever kind you prefer. Anyone not feeling 100% needs to get hot and sour soup, and then James followed up with an obligatory food talk. I'm gonna have to do well, we can't do it on this one because of the live, but we could, one day I'll do an obligatory food talk flashy thing, so when we're back cool and live on the computer, we can do that. Hot and sour soup, that does sound good though. I love some hot and sour soup, but it's so hard finding it around us that's actually good. A lot of it's like, oh, that was clean hands. A lot of it's too sweet. It's got too much of a sweet. New York is completely out of cleaning wipes, Lysol, hand sanitizer, and dust mask. That's take that into into perspective, y'all, what Night Owl just said. New York, not my town, not my city. New York is out. We are in a state of emergency because we are busy giving Lysol and 3M and all those other people money. So there are certain people that are doing very, very well right now. That being the executives at 3M, Lysol, and whatever other companies make emergency preparedness supplies. They are banging it out right now, living their dream on a yacht in the middle of nowhere so they don't catch coronavirus. Thanks, Story Lock, for joining in. You have a great weekend. Tennessee Lockpicking. Hope your friend finds their youngin'. Hope everything is okay up there. Chris says all the soap sold out because apparently everybody started washing their hands for some reason. It's like, and that has really gotten to me, y'all. Really, really gotten to me that we're having to repeatedly tell people how to wash their hands. Something that you learn as soon as you're able to walk. And we're literally trying to teach adults how to wash their hands and for how long they should be washing their hands. And y'all, America is so stupid. And we're so stupid here in America. I mean, Jesus Christ, come on. And it just goes to show you the run that we've had, how people all of a sudden are realizing that cleanliness is important. So, but the factories that make it all in China are closed. What hadn't done 3M? Now, that goes right back to the lock world. You know, 3M may make some stuff here in the U.S. or whatever companies make the stuff in the U.S. But yes, the base chemicals or the base metal for locks all comes from over there. Turn around, don't drown. Good point. Yep. Plenty of sanitizing supplies here in Texas. Guess we were good old fashioned and get immune. Yeah, in the South. And I hadn't been to the grocery store. Kim went to Walmart. No, she may be going today. I don't know. I'll have to get her to check in. Most wrong to everyone must wash hands. Yeah. 3M only has 1 or 2 factories in the U.S. I love the smell of Lysol and chemicals in the morning. That's what my morning is becoming every morning. So, yes, I just think it's very ridiculous that we're having to teach people to count to sing happy birthday so that you know how long to wash your hands for. And way before coronavirus ever existed, I'd get home, besides using towels and stuff here, I would get home at night and spend like 4 minutes washing my hands. 3 different, fast orange to get the real gritty stuff out. Dawn after the fast orange to get the fast orange off my hands, whatever was left, and to just kind of help it. And then because Dawn leaves this, like a film and it's like really hard to wash off, then I use antibacterial soap to follow up on the Dawn. So it takes me like 3 or 4 minutes when I get home at night to wash my hands. But then all throughout the day, I'll use, Lysol wipes or something. I just think it's sad that we're having to teach freaking grown-ups how to wash their hands. It's just like, what do we teach 5-year-olds? And I guess we are in some ways. But if they hadn't learned it by now, I guess that's the only way to do it, is to scare people into doing it. Yes, also, James Randolph, if you have ever tried these, not really sponsoring these anymore, but these hand wipes, these are great. Loctite hand wipes. It's definitely not a sponsorship, but they do work really well for a lot of different things, and really good in the field too. But you would need a hand wipe after that. So in the same case, same scenario, I'd wipe my graphite and crap off my hands with a rough towel, and then use a Lysol wipe after that to make my hands feel pretty. Costco in Vegas is out of toilet paper, paper towels, and water. What's up with the toilet paper? I've been seeing those memes in the past, like 24 hours and stuff. Why toilet paper? Is it because it all comes from China and we're scared they're going to run out of toilet paper? Or are people just now wiping their you-know-whats? I mean, what? I don't get it. I guess it's supply and demand. I guess that's what it is. Maybe they're running out because they can't supply. Not supposed to do that either. I just infected my clothes. Yeah, it's just a stupid panic. It's just going to make a lot of rich CEOs richer. Bleach equals caustic burns. Yeah, bleach. I had a bleach incident once where we used too much bleach somewhere and just breathing it in. Oh, I was sick for a day and a half over bleach kind of poisoning. I believe the end of the world. The end of the world is nigh. The end of the world is nigh. Stocking up. It's all made in China. You want to be sick and not have TP. That's a good point. I guess I better tell Kim to buy an extra roll of TP if it's available. I was watching one of my zombie shows, Z Nation. Somebody pointed that out last Saturday Morning Live. Z Nation. I'm in halfway through season 2. That is such a goofy show, but also Kim. Oh, I know what it was. Godzilla, the 2018 Godzilla movie came on TV last night, and they were standing in a city, and it was like, the typical Iraq or wherever is bombed out, the typical bombed out city, post-apocalyptic, whatever nation, and you've got the sand blowing and these bombed out houses and stuff, and I was like, that's gonna be coronavirus 53, COVID 53, super mutated, at least according to the news anyway. SE lock and key. Hello? Hello? Uh-huh. We're only open in store. We don't have any mobile service today. Thank you. Anyway. Hey, JC, what's up? You made it. It's the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. It may very well be. It may just be not zombies, but just that. I don't know. There's a lot of theories on that. I like Matthew Broderick's Godzilla way better. What was that, 2005, 6? That one was way better. I kind of lost track and hope for the Godzilla movies. Now that Godzilla is the hero of the thing. Godzilla. Wait, we were supposed to hate Godzilla, but now we're supposed to like Godzilla? I mean, you may have always liked Godzilla, but now we're supposed to really like him, even though I don't know, he's on our team. He's on the team of the world. But sometimes you just have to wonder, because we're having to teach people how to use toilet paper and wash their hands correctly, if that wouldn't be a good thing. If that wouldn't be a good thing. Yeah, I have plenty of old t-shirts. I think I'll be fine. Zombies have been living among us for a while. They keep getting elected to public office. Yep. It was funny. We had some sloths. I love sloths. And they showed a picture. They took them, for some reason, they were down in our Capitol. They took a sloth down to Capitol 98. Dang. And I was just like, we don't need any more sloths in the Capitol. There's already plenty there. They're just not hanging upside down and looking cute. Came out in 98. Really? No, now I got to enter better. So let me type that. Math. Not that I don't believe you, but I don't believe you. God, there it is. Godzilla. 98. 98. Crap. Old TV. Splinter free. Yeah, Matthew Broderick was 98, y'all. Whew. We are getting old. but that's okay. We ain't gonna let a stupid beer virus take us down. Not gonna happen. We are gonna be okay. We're more concerned about tornadoes and crap like that than a stupid coronavirus. There's one last thing that I was gonna talk about, and I just can't remember it now. I guess I lost track of it during my whole internet out panic. See, I had, I can't because it's on my phone and I'm using my phone. I can't do that. Sorry about that, y'all. But what time is it? It is 12:36, so we can go ahead and start wrapping this up. I did have 11 to 12:30. I moved it from 11 to 12-ish to 11 to 12:30-ish. And then looking back over my last few, I see that we've been approaching more like 2 hours-ish from 11 to 1. So that's good because sometimes people can't join in between 11 and 12, and we always appreciate you tuning in to at least say hi at some point during the broadcast. We want to hear from you. If you have not said hi to everybody, say hi right now. And yes, Lock Force. That's what we're doing. And now that I got my internet back up, once we get off, I can, now that they're quiet down there, I can actually make videos because I need to make the video on this guy. And try to get that one edited and done for tomorrow. However, being a pretty weekend, I don't know if that's going to make us do yard work. I'm going to hide as much as possible and do the I'm feeling faint. Right, what are the symptoms? COVID symptoms. I've seen so many memes about this. Hold things very close. Poor reading comprehension. No, COVID is learning disability. COVID? Yeah, 19 symptoms. COVID is a learning disability. I was not aware of that. Mild to severe respiratory illness. Fever, cough, shortness of breath. Yeah, same thing that you just think is a common cold. So I'm gonna feel a little faint tomorrow and not be able to do any yard work. Yeah. Just don't want to do yard work. But yes, wash your hands with. Gotta go check on the auto dialer. All right, Access Locks, thanks for joining in. Yeah, it's just overhyped flu. But go ahead if you're able to. I guess I need to be more careful with this. You know, when I bought these from Home Depot, they had pallets of them, but that was like 2 weeks ago. So I might need to go back by there. Check your Home Depots and your Lowe's and see if they have. And it's actually cheaper than Walmart sometimes to get them from there. Supermarket is out of TP until 6 p.m. the next day. Yeah, that has to be just a supply and demand, because I've heard that the container, the cargo ports, that's where we're starting to see, we're in trouble, because the cargo hubs like New Orleans and San Francisco, wherever the cargo hub is over on that side of the world, nation, that's the problem is, they're having to delay so much stuff while they're checking things. So clean your auto dialer. Good point. Clean your auto dialer. I'm going to go wipe off my safe dial, come to think about it, while I'm wiping stuff down. I'm going to add that to the list too. Anyway, like everybody says, everybody stay 128,000 live. We've got 128,000 on here. No, we don't. Everybody stay safe and stay clean. And I thought you died after using a gut rinse. Scott says that he thought I died. I'm okay. I made it out of it. Dang it, Wes. I made it out of it. And I'm perfectly fine. Those are worry lines in my hand, not scars. Thank you, Wes. Lysol your face. Lysol your tools too. Your handles on your screwdrivers. It's a good idea. You sit here and think about it. What all do I touch? Screwdriver handles, especially that rubber, you know. People just don't know what to think about all this. We're all gonna just be cleaning stuff so much that we're gonna not have any. I almost feel like, you know, your skin starts getting dry, and I have wiped my hands so many times on those Lysol things that my hands are. I can see my skin kind of getting like shrinkled up. Not that my hands were smooth anyway, and I don't really want them soft and tender because that would hurt, but yeah, skin's kind of getting dried out. So yeah, and I guess use lotion too. Use lotion. Well, anyway, thanks for joining in on glycerin. Okay, glycerin. Thanks for joining in, everybody, on Saturday Morning Live. I apologize for not having content up and for it being off its usual thing. Let's run outside one more time as we shut down and disassemble. Go out here and see what's going on. Nothing really is going on. It should be quiet. Except this truck's still out here. The truck is still sitting there. A-hole. He might get a note on the door. Even though it's Saturday and technically I can't say anything because that says Monday through Friday. Thank you, City of Jackson, for being complete assholes. So, just quiet, lunchtime. Certified Lysol Smith. Oh yes, teach your customers, as I said, teach your customers to the Lysol stuff. New tiles up there. That's what those contractors were doing last week, was fixing the ceiling. Shoe shop people. Shoe shop people. We can actually go over here. There's barrel house people down there. Hey, people eating lunch. And then the cleaners over here. And guess what? The cleaners have clothes inside, believe it or not. That's the kids. They're not that age anymore. Those are from long ago. And the restaurant across the street, they are not open for lunch. So all the traffic for lunch comes from the barrel house right there, barrel house, and down there, burger place. Oh, the coffee shop. Y'all haven't seen the coffee shop in a while. Look what color it's going to be. It's going to be black and white. Black trim with a white front. The rail on the deck. They got a black trim and stark white front. Eventually, the whole thing will probably be stark white, I guess. So that'll be pretty interesting because we're a little colorful around here. We'll go out here to the back corner. Yes, much quieter. That's the strip. Gonna be theater down there. That's gonna end up being a theater again one day soon, and a bowling alley, and a tiki bar is gonna be all down on that end. I do have a video. I talked about that in. I did. It was actually in a live last year. I talked about that. Baker is actually gonna be a yoga place, or will not be, but that's our mailman. He knows I'm live. Hey. So, yes, I know we're dreading the day that happens because we're going to have even more issues with our freaking parking. Dreading that day. We already have issues, and that is just going to quintuple it. I'm going to have people, no, but I want to eat, and I don't want to walk. Even there's a parking lot right there. I want to sit right here because it's right out front. It's public parking. Whiners. Alrighty, y'all. This is the end of Saturday Morning Live 10. I appreciate everyone. Hold on. Got mail coming in.
Hey, you doing okay today?
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's see you. Have a good weekend, man.
Alrighty, you too.
All right.
Vision toe cams. I've got a full box that I need to give to somebody. Nobody will take a box of magazines. As I was saying, thank you, Keyman, for saying that. Appreciate it. And appreciate everybody who's tuned in today. We're going to Lock Force disassemble Night Owl. Night Owl. I accidentally made Night Owl jump the gun on Lock Force disassemble. But now we are Lock Force disassembling. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you who has joined in. Since we don't have an end screen on this video, I'm just going to stay quiet a little bit, and we'll be live for just a couple of minutes longer as I go back over the comments to make sure. There were a couple of comments from last week that I totally missed. So once the video uploads and then I go back over it, if you have a question, what I'm going to try to do starting on this video, if you have a question that I somehow missed, what I'll do is once the video comes up and the regular chat becomes available, I'm going to try to start going back over maybe and answering some of the questions and maybe just tag the time of it, because even though I'm working on other videos, I do sometimes scroll back through and watch and go through the live chat and realize that I was not able to see a comment. So if I missed your comment, I will try to start replying to them after the video is resolved and is on the servers. So stay healthy, everybody. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Alex. Lock Force, disinfect. That's a good one. That's a good one. Lock Force, disassemble. Appreciate all y'all who have sandpaper the glossy paper first. Magazine, free toilet paper. Oh, no! Yeah, our pipes suck. Something fierce. Something fierce. I think I'll pass. I don't think I'm going to get that desperate. We do have some like newspaper, but yeah, that would be horrible. I think I would be cutting up clothes first and digging a hole in the backyard with my army shovel. Get it and fold it out and dig it out. So once again, thank you for the lighter. I appreciate that. It did not end up being in any particular clip of video because I really hadn't done any type of. I did an unboxing video, but this was way before that. So appreciate it, Curtis Industries. Curtis Industries, y'all. Nobody got 5 Lock Force points. Thank you, Jeff Moss, if you ever watched this, for pointing that out to me, because I didn't pick it up either, so I don't get 5 Lock Force points either. So unless somebody saw somebody post Curtis Industries, that is their old logo. But thank you, appreciate that. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for joining in to Saturday Morning Live 10 episode, season 2. Episode 10. Hey, William, what's up? Thanks for joining in. Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And yeah, we'll catch you next video. Peace. Glad I was able to, thank you, Night Owl. Glad I was able to get live today. That was scary. I was scared for everybody. I was scared for myself, but I was more scared for y'all. And I knew that you weren't able to do chats or anything, and I suck for not getting it up quick enough. But I was kind of hoping the internet would come up first. But now that I got it up, everything's a-okay. I guess. Goodbye, Matthew Broderick, Godzilla. I'm gonna search for that and see if it's a free movie this weekend. Did work out good. It did work out. So we're not going to dang it, Wes, for messing it up. Dang it, Wes. We can always drag our butts on dirt like animals. Yeah. Toilet paper. Jeez. That's going to be the massive tragedy. It ain't going to be about the virus or anything else. It's just going to be that we're out of toilet paper. Wars start for that. Lock Force, disassemble. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And y'all have a great weekend. Those of you in Tennessee, a couple of y'all said you were in Tennessee. Obviously, Tennessee lockpicking. And anybody else up in that area that was affected by the tornadoes, we're going to keep our fingers crossed for you. But in the meantime, y'all have a great weekend. And yeah, we'll catch you next video. And I gotta boop you one more time. This is your last boop. Y'all ready? I don't know where I boop on the screen to stop this though.